It has been reported that Gina Carano has actually officially been fired off of The Mandalorian, and this isn't being reported by someone like Cosmic Book News or We Got This Covered. It's being reported by very reliable news sources such as The Hollywood Reporter, such as Variety, so on and so forth. To me, this is a very sad day to be a Star Wars fan and a movie fan in general, because this is the end of free speech in Hollywood. Today, it is proven that if you do not have woke views, you cannot express your viewpoints on social media, or else you will be fired. Now, it's been reported for so long that Gina Carano was going to be fired, but that Jon Favreau was saving her because he likes her so much in the role of Cara Dune. And there has also been a lot of fans on both sides of this argument speaking their opinions on social media, the we love Cara Dune, we love Gina Carano side, and also the fire Cara Dune, fire Gina Carano side as well. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, what she posted on Instagram today wasn't very cool. She posted something on Instagram today, and we'll go over the Hollywood Reporter article in a second, but she did post something on Instagram today that compared being a Republican or being a conservative in America today to being a Jew during the Holocaust, and she did delete it shortly after because she realized she messed up, and that's just not a cool thing to post. And while I wouldn't really consider myself a conservative, I do have some conservative viewpoints as well as some progressive viewpoints, but I do acknowledge that being a conservative today in America is not very fun. But I definitely don't think it's comparable to being a Jew during the Holocaust at all. The toughest thing for me to swallow in all of this is that Justina Ireland and Christina Ariel and people like that are involved in the High Republic that have woke viewpoints when it comes to politics are allowed to tweet whatever they want, are allowed to say whatever they want in interviews with no repercussions at all. And while all these reports were coming out about how they wanted to fire Gina Carano, Lucasfilm wanted her gone, Kathleen Kennedy wanted her gone, I kind of halfway didn't believe them. When the report came out that Jon Favreau was actually having to save Gina Carano from being fired, that's when I really started to believe that they had some truth behind this. And now obviously today the truth has finally come out officially. When Hollywood Reporter and Variety both report something, it's usually true. Every once in a while Variety will mess up, every once in a while Hollywood Reporter will mess up, but when they both report something, they rarely mess up. But once again, it's just crazy to me that people like Justina Ireland can tweet racist things on Twitter, Christina Ariel can say racist things on Twitter, and they get no repercussions. In fact, they actually get praised by the Star Wars Twitter official account. And no, I don't support the bullying of Justina Ireland or Christina Ariel. I think they should have whatever viewpoints they want. They should be able to express them because that's what free speech is. But I also don't support the bullying, and I definitely don't support the firing of Gina Carano for her expressing her viewpoints. Everyone involved in cinema should be able to express their viewpoints on social media in their personal life as long as it doesn't affect their professional life. The reason Star Wars fans have such a problem with people like Justina Ireland is because she is bringing her political viewpoints into Star Wars. Gina Carano is doing nothing of the sort. She is speaking her mind on Twitter and in interviews and keeping that out of Star Wars. When it's time for her to act and be an actress inside of Star Wars, she keeps that all out and she just does the best job that she possibly can. And I could totally understand if Gina was tweeting some radical stuff saying to hurt certain people, you know, hurt people that have the opposite viewpoints from her, like some people are tweeting, but what she's tweeting isn't even that radical. It's not radical at all. Now, the thing that she posted on Instagram today was a little bit off. I don't agree with what she posted today, and I think that was actually the last straw for her being fired. And I'm sure at some point Gina came to the realization that if she kept posting this stuff, she was going to get fired, and I respect her so much for continuing to fight the good fight, and she took the hit. Now, will she ever get cast in Hollywood again? I don't think so, but I really think she deserves a second chance. And look, I'll come completely clean. I am not the biggest fan of the Cara Dune character, and I'm not the biggest fan of Gina Carano as an actress, but I do love Gina Carano as a person, and I think she is the type of person that I want involved in Star Wars. Whether or not she's a good actress, I love her being involved. Not only because she's not afraid to speak her mind, but because of all the positivity that she spreads constantly on social media and in interviews. Apart from all of her political beliefs and political views, she really does try to spread a positive message, and she just seems like she radiates positivity when around people on the set. If you watch the Making of Mandalorian documentary, it seems like everyone loves her on that set, and it seems like she also loves everyone else around her. I've done a million videos on all the stuff that Gina Carano has said on Twitter about anti-mask, anti-vax, what people are spinning to be those types of things. She never said anything that was anti-mask or anti-vax. It's just being spun by the woke mob that's trying to cancel her for having different viewpoints than they do. I'm of the opinion that no one that's speaking their mind on Twitter should get fired as long as they keep it out of the content that they're creating. The only one out of all of these people that I feel like should be fired is Justina Ireland because she's bringing her politics inside of Star Wars. But other than that, as long as you keep it out of Star Wars, I really don't care what you say on social media. Honestly, you could say that you hated all white people and I wouldn't care. As long as you keep it out of Star Wars and keep creating good content, that's fine. And I feel like everyone has to separate the art from the artist, only to a certain extent. If you're doing actual bad things in your life, then you should be punished for it. But if you're only tweeting opinions that certain people don't like, I don't think that needs to be punished. Let's go over this article real quick. So as you can see on the screen here, I have brought up the Hollywood Reporter article that's reporting the news of the firing of Gina Carano. And the headline says The Mandalorian star Gina Carano fired amid social media controversy. It says Gina Carano will not be returning to The Mandalorian, and a quote from a Lucasfilm representative says this: Gina Carano is currently not employed by Lucasfilm Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are unacceptable. Now in the rest of this article, they just talk about what I've already said in this video. They mostly just talked about her recent Instagram post where she compared being a conservative in America today to being a Jew during the Holocaust. But let me know in the comments what you think about this whole Gina firing situation. Do you think she should have been fired, or do you not think she should have been fired? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I think that it was wrong for her to be fired, even though some of the things that she did tweet, some of the things that she did post on Instagram is a little bit off. And I'm sure Gina will come out and apologize for her most recent Instagram post about the Holocaust. She knows she did wrong and it's obvious because she deleted it. But if you did like this video, consider checking out some of my other content and subscribing to the channel. If you want to find me on all my socials, all the links will be in the description as well as the link to the Discord. But other than that, thanks for watching the video. I hope to see you on the next one.